Hey guys, it's Lee again from Tool World Pro. Look at all these hex bits that I've got. And I wanted to make a base, a holder of some sort. And usually I do it from a piece of wood where I drill holes in them. And I thought about 3D printing something with my 3D printer. But this time I wanted the base to be heavy. So I found out a way that I could do it using gypsum plaster. Stick around to find out how I did it. So the first thing we need to do is calibrate our caliper and then measure the different sizes of our hex tools, because there is a tolerance that we're going to have to use. Now I thought of using magnets as weights, or even these small different cubical pieces of metal, but eventually I opted for gypsum plaster. Now let's talk a little bit about the design. I'm going to 3D print this without any supports because I need the structure to be hollow so I can fill it up with gypsum, and the tubes themselves are not going all the way down. Now let me take you through the design process in Fusion 360 for something like this. We start off with a basic hex design, so we'll have somewhere to put the bits in. Next step is to sketch the walls. They're about 3 millimeters wide. Now I'm using construction lines because I want to place filling holes through which I'm going to fill the gypsum. There they are. I'm setting up the diameters. And now it's time to build the 3D elements. First come the walls, now the floor, and now I'm selecting all the tubes and I'm going to create them. They're a bit too long, so I shorten them. Check this out. I'm creating a little chamfer at the top of each tube so it'll be easier to insert the tools. Now it's time to create an STL file so I can load it into a slicer. This is how the slicer is going to print the tool holder. And here it is, printing it out. I'm removing the 3D print from the print bed. And this is how it looks like after it's been printed. Now let's talk of how we're going to fill this up with gypsum. We're going to seal the tubes with tape and then pour gypsum through the filling holes. When they reach the bottom of the tubes, they're not going to fill up because of air pressure. Before filling it up, it weighs 68 grams. Let's seal off the tubes with the tape. I'm spreading some Vaseline on the workbench so the gypsum won't stick to it, and then place the bit holder on top of it and clamp it to the workbench. There are several ways of preparing gypsum. My favorite is adding 2/3 of the end quantity with water and then spreading on top the gypsum with a spoon. You add spoonful after spoonful until you feel it can no longer absorb any more gypsum. You will see some gypsum float on the top without sinking to the bottom. And then you start stirring, making sure there are no clumps and the liquid is very smooth. I'm going to suck the liquid into this nifty container and then inject it using the filling holes into the bit holder. I continue until I can see gypsum coming out through the filling holes. Now all I have to do is wipe off the excess gypsum. We could do it the other way around, just seal off with tape the bottoms of the tubes and then fill the bit holder with gypsum from the bottom. All I need to do is tap it, use a ruler to remove the excess so it's flush with the base, wipe off the edges. And before we take a look at the end result, if you like these kind of videos, be sure to like and subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to hit that bell notification button so you will be notified whenever we come out with a new video. So let's go ahead and weigh the thing. 324 grams, that's cool. Remove the tape we used and place the bits inside the bit holder. Here's that chamfer for easy insertion. And there you have it, a nice heavy gypsum filled bit holder. Be sure to check some of our other videos and subscribe if you like this. See you next time.